A whirlwind of finger-pointing and criticism has hit Ambergris-Key after the San Pedro Town Council approved a stray dog eradication exercise on the wee mornings of Tuesday, July 10, 2012. The issue of stray dogs roaming around a town or city has been one that is ongoing around the world. But how do you properly handle the situation? Mayor of San Pedro Daniel Danny Guerrero asked himself that same question and decided ultimately to follow the laws of Belize. At approximately 2 on that Tuesday morning, the San Pedro Town Council, the Belize Health Department, and the San Pedro Police Department teamed up and carried out a stray dog eradication exercise. Mayor Guerrero explained to Reef Television why such a drastic decision was taken.
Yes, unfortunately, we had to do what we did. It was against my will to actually go on poison dog. I have been on the talk shows at Reef Radio, and I had mentioned that I am willing to work with San Pedro Animal Hospital and Saga. And I had a meeting here with Saga at my office about probably 5 or 6 weeks ago, something around that time. But we did mention also, even though we're willing to work with them and cooperate with them, work together, but I did mention if the case arises that we have to eradicate, we had to do it. And that's exactly what happened. We have been receiving tourists at the mayor's office complaining about the feces of dogs there. And most of them that come is all positive about the island. Beautiful island, everything, but it's dirty with garbage and a lot of feces and so on. But anyway, what triggered me to do it, Kenny, is that I usually wake up early, like I always mention, and I did. It was a morning when I was coming to the office. I think it was around 7:30, if I recall. It was around that time, coming out from the deli. I was coming here, and this lady stepped on a big pile of, dog poo. She had a white tennis, and I felt bad because, and then I had to help her. And it was so shame to face something like that. And I being the mayor, I didn't even mention I was the mayor. I just brought her to the back here where we have a faucet, and I washed the tennis. So, and I felt bad. I said, you know what, we have to do something, and that triggered me to do it. So it was against my will. I love animals like a lot of people do. But anyway, that's what triggered us to do it, and we did it because health issues. We have been talking to doctors, and the health issue concerning dog feces, el bicho de perro, the tapeworm, and other infections and respiratory things that are occurring. So the doctors are going to definitely support this issue, and I am here as the leader, and I have to be a strong leader, so I had to take that decision. Yes, we have to do it.
According to the Dogs Control Act of the Belize law, the licensing authority of any city or town may place poison in any street or place of public resort in such city or town for the purpose of poisoning any dog which is at large. Proper procedure states that the poison used shall be a preparation of strychnine in capsule form. The Dogs Act continues explaining that the poison shall be obtained from the government pharmacist or from a government officer who is a qualified chemist and or druggist. In this case, it was the Belize Health Department. According to proper procedure, a log was kept on the night of the exercise where the quantity of poison and name of the person to whom it was issued to was entered. A public health inspector and a police officer shall accompany each team of a licensing authority which is engaged on a poisoning operation, explains the Belizean law books, and according to Miss Lisa Tillett, health inspector stationed in San Pedro Town, this was done. On Tuesday, she, a representative of the San Pedro Town Council, and a police officer traversed the island's main roads, especially visiting areas where the most complaints had been received. The public health inspector ensured that the poison was not thrown haphazardly, but given to individual dogs which were at large, in accordance to Belize law. She, however, denies administering the poison to dogs in yards or dogs that are roaming the street but seem to be taken care of. That is what a police officer is there for, she explained to Reef TV on a telephone interview Tuesday afternoon. The public health department also entered into their logbooks where poison was administered and where each dead dog was picked up. And according to her records, 15 dogs were eradicated. That number, however, does not include the eradicated dogs that had homes and were buried by their heartbroken owners. Mayor Guerrero attests that the eradication was carried out in the manner stipulated by the law, but according to his records, 31 dogs fell dead that night.
I just want to remind people, in the past it was truckloads. This one was only 31 dogs that we killed. And again, I feel for the owners, I feel for the dogs. Unfortunately, it happened. But if people that are listening don't do what we're telling them to do, the council will do the exercise again. And the same way, we're doing it according to the law. The health is there, the health official, the police department is there, and the council is there. We're gonna do it. And believe me, we are not throwing it inside of any one property. We're doing it on the trash bins. So if, people complain, it's because they're not tying up their dogs. They're not having control.
Both Health and the San Pedro Town Council have explained that they have tried to work with organizations such as Saga in the past, but that unfortunately they moved too slow.
The San Pedro Hospital had donated $10,000 service to help us with that. Saga has turned it down. So I just want Saga and both of them to work together for the benefit of the islanders and for the island, for everybody. But we just can't just stay there and talk and negotiate, and nothing is being done. We have to do our part. And based on that, we did what we have to do.
The Saga Humane Society and the San Pedro Town Council have in the past tried to work together and come to a proper solution, a more humane one to take care of the stray dog issue affecting Ambergris Ski. They, however, state that in their last meeting with the San Pedro Town Council, no ultimatum was given and no numbers were discussed. Saga does admit that the stray dog situation on the island is one that needs to be taken care of, but that they would prefer that the eradication takes place in a more humane manner. Vet at Saga explained what strychnine does to a dog once it's been administered.
Okay, strychnine is an alkaloid agent which is obtained from the seed of a strychnus tree, which is found in India. And it's, to be truthful, it has been in the last since ages that they used to use it, and it's still in there, and it is not the humane way or the best way to put a dog down due to all the negative symptoms and impact on the animal. For example, it normally is injected in food or maybe in pellets as well, put in food, and whenever the dog ingests it, they absorb it in the intestines, in the stomach. Even from inhalation, it could cause intoxication. And for example, within 10 minutes of onset of the absorption or after they started to eat it, they would cause the first symptoms you would see, which would be convulsions or seizures followed by convulsions. They would start with the head and the neck, and it will continue throughout the whole body. And for example, whenever there would be like a bright light or noises, the convulsion will just become more violent. And it would take normally 1 to 2 hours for the dog to die. They die because the pathway of the neural pathway or nerves that controls breathing, all of that is paralyzed. So the animal will die from respiratory arrest, which is secondary to the nerves that are stop functioning, right? And like I said, it's really a horrible way.
Wanting to eradicate dogs in a more humane manner comes with costs, and the issue then lies on who foots the bill.
The better way is the humane way. The humane way is by, for example, we capture the dog, or they capture the dog, or the catcher captures the dog. We put a sedative, which takes 10 minutes for the animal to go and sleep. And then we put a second injection which is a euthanizing solution. It's a mixture with a anesthetic and another euthanizing agent, and that takes 15 seconds for the dog to die without any pain, without any problem.
The humane way is the one that the Saga way and the San Pedro animal. But Kenny, let's be realistic. If we go there, who will surrender their dogs to go and just inject and put it to sleep? Regardless, the dog will die, whether it dies the bad way or the good way. I am with Saga and them. It's just that we have to do something. I would like that if people don't want their dogs, bring it to the barracks, to the town council bar. Don't bring it here at the office. Take it to the barracks and we'll take it to Saga and they will inject it and they'll put them to sleep. I agree with the humane way, but something has to be done.
Dog population is an issue that has to be dealt with by the entire community at large. San Pedro Town Council, NGOs, and pet owners all need to work together to make it happen. In the meantime, and until another alternative is found, Mayor Guerrero advises pet owners to follow the laws of Belize that stipulate that no owner of a dog shall permit that dog to be at large in any street or place of public resort in any town.
A lot of people I see on the social media, they just blah, 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 blah. We have to do it the way we know how to do it. Belize is the entire country, that's the way they do it. And people about suing and challenging, they're wasting their time. If we, the council, decide another eradication has to be done, we'll do it if nothing is done between Saga and San Pedro Animal Hospital. That's what I have to say. But I would like to work the easy way, right? That's me. And I will be at a talk show probably this coming Tuesday. I think it'll be Tuesday. I will be at a talk show, so I will be there.